Welcome to Al Stock Trades. I was not planning on doing this video, but I had to because this is going to be a great learning experience to all of our students and all of our members and also all of our YouTube subscribers. You know, I try my best to basically teach you guys, and sometimes it's hard to find examples of wannabe stupid investors, but luckily when you talk about AMC, it's almost like a net of wannabe investors, and you're able to catch them. And I think I caught one, and I want to show you. So normally these types of degenerates, when they talk, they speak their fake truth, and then they end it with an insult. And to them, it's a form of manipulation that deems essentially the other person to respond. But again, this is an educational platform, so I have no problem responding, as I really want the best, even for this degenerate, right? But again, I've been teaching for 15 years, so I've seen this, a lot. But we're going to go ahead and look at the comment here. So I'm going to call him out, unfortunately. But again, this is it's a public comment, so we can go ahead and call him out. So this person here, Mr. Villar, he said, "You sound like a salesperson. I like how you sidestep the manipulation of the stock price." No, we actually mentioned the short squeeze. Okay, here's the insult at the end. "This tells me you have no clue." Okay. Then I told him, I said, "Come back to me in 10 years and we'll see who doesn't have a clue." Mr. Villar then stated, "How do you compare first quarter 2022 and fourth quarter 2021? He speaks his truth. Then he says, "What business school did you attend? You have no clue. You're merely peddling snake oil." No, I'm not, my friend. In fact, I go ahead and I actually mentioned why we did the quarterly analysis. We actually didn't compare. We actually did a linear analysis, and we actually wanted to see, are they trending upwards? Because you have to understand, they need to revamp their revenue streams to get back at where they were before, which is around $5 billion every year. Okay. And unfortunately, they're not getting to that level, and it's taking them a little bit more time than necessary. The question is, how many, months to years is it going to take for them to get to that level? And do they have to take on more debt, or are they going to have to dilute shareholders, which essentially destroys the short thesis? Okay, let's continue. Then in response to this, I said, like I stated, come back to me in 10 years and let's see if AMC grows 50% year over year. Now, here comes the education. This is right here. This is the moment of truth, okay? He says, "What does 10 years from now have anything to do with current fundamentals?" This guy just literally stated, what does 10 years from now have to do with the current fundamentals? Guys, 10 years, that's how you analyze a company. If I'm going to buy a business, which when you essentially buy a piece of stock, you're buying a piece of the business, you want to make sure in like 5-10 years, you want to make sure that business is making you a return on your investment, aka ROI, right? Then he says, within a year, AMC will have a different business model, more like a conglomerate, right? Okay, what business model? What are you talking about? They just approved to invest $100 million. Ooh, that's a lot of money, right? Into other revenue opportunities. Brah. In 10 years, he said, brah. In 10 years, at this rate, it's going, the U.S. may be a third world country. You make no sense. I make no sense. I make no sense. Listen, these are the types of people that others are listening to. And we're going to call them out because this is just so sad. And I said here, the irony in here, it's so real. Go read The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Please educate yourself. Guys, listen, this is a wannabe investor. He's not even an investor. He's a gambler. He's a speculator. Sadly. Okay? This is so sad. And honestly, I'm thinking of closing off the mastering course to application only. So we want to make sure we get the right students that are teachable. I honestly think that, I would literally have a very hard time teaching someone like this particular person who has just a kind of rock on his head, who doesn't basically take any information. He thinks that in 10 years, the rate we're going to be a third world country. If we become a third world country, then what are other countries going to become? You see how there's no thinking involved here? There's no critical thinking. He thinks $100 million is an actual investment when you're talking a company that they want to be trading at 10, 20, 30 billion dollars. I mean, I just feel, honestly, I feel sad for you, dude. I really feel sad for you. I feel bad for you, dude. And honestly, I hope that you see the light, and I hope that, you read this book, and hopefully this book might crack the rock on your head so you can become open-minded, and maybe you can align your chakras. You know what I mean? This guy probably is the one that believes in chakras, right? And maybe, you can align them together and hopefully see the light. What does 10 years have to do anything with the current fundamentals? That's the whole point, bro. Don't you see 2032? That's the whole point of a DCF, right? Jesus Christ. Freaking retail. You guys are hilarious. Jesus Christ. All right. Love each and every one of you. I hope this was educational, fun, and I'll see you on the next one.